Hello and a warm welcome to our viewers all around the world and Nigeria to Global TV News Express, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Fauziya Lukman. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Saturday in New Delhi, India, expressed Nigeria's commitment to play a major role within the G20 contribute to shaping a more equitable world. Addressing world leaders at the 18th G20 Leaders Summit, the Nigerian leader called for a global unity and cooperation in tackling pressing challenges, fostering inclusiveness, and establishing a fairer world order. While acknowledging the vital role of G20 in shaping a rule-based world order that promotes shared prosperity and security, President Tinubu emphasized that most of today's pressing issues are international in character and cannot be addressed without multilateral cooperation. Kike Lomo Okeri has the details.
The Nigerian leader congratulated India for hosting the historic summit for successfully landing on the moon under the visionary leader of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He described the achievement as an inspiration to all developing countries of Global South. On the issue of African Union inclusion in G20, the Nigerian leader welcomed the decision, saying it opens opportunity for future membership of the group and in a manner that reflects the relative balance of power and inclusiveness of humanity as one family. Reflecting on the theme of the summit, One Earth, One Family, One Future, President Tinubu stressed the interconnectedness of global affairs and the need for collaborative effort. He underscores the importance of tackling challenges related to technology, energy transition, and access to credit, as well as growing socio-economic divide between those who have and those who do not. President, however, urged greater solidarity among nations, tasking advanced economy to support disadvantaged regions in the global south and to promote climate justice. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
President Bola Tinubu have approved the construction of 1,000 houses in Sokoto, Kebbi, Katsina, Kaduna, Niger, and Benue states as part of a broad plan by the federal government to address the conflict in the north. The vice president who represented President Tinubu disclosed this in Maiduguri, Borno State during the commissioning of projects executed by the state government in the last 100 days. Kike Lomo Okeri has the details.
According to the Vice President, President Tinubu has approved 50 billion naira to the National Emergency Management Agency to kickstart the Pulaku Initiative, a non-kinetic solution to the crisis confronting the people of the Northwest region. He added that all the parts of the country will benefit from the developmental stride of President Tinubu, stating that the federal government is planning to reignite wheat production in the country. The Vice President, who was cheered by a jubilation crowd, particularly school children, during the commissioning of the project executed by the state government within 100 days, commended the vision and leadership of Governor of Borno State, Professor Babangana Zulum, particularly in addressing the welfare of the people. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News, Abuja.
Operatives of the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps in synergy with Tantita Security conducting anti-oil theft operations in southern Nigeria have intensified the fight against criminals sabotaging Nigeria's oil sector as troops of the 34 Artillery Brigade uncovered and destroyed 2 revamped oil bunkering camps in Egwema west of Ohaji, Egwema local government area of Imo State. The Director, Army Publication Relations Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu in a statement said troops completely shut down the operation of the illegal refining site containing 44 drums oven, 3 reservoirs of estimated 30,000 liters capacity of illegal refined automotive gas oil, AGO, and 53 stacks of AGO. Additionally, troops of the 3rd Battalion in conjunction with members of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NCDC, as well as Tantita Security Service also destroyed 4 active illegal refining camps in Opama Mill community in Warri State South Local Government Area of Delta State. The anti-oil theft operatives destroyed 3 wooden boats, 6 ovens, 6 reservoirs, 11 drums containing illegal refined AGO, 1 large reservoir loaded with stolen crude oil, 38 sacks of stolen crude oil, and 2 tapping hoses. The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, says the time for politicking in the nation is over and the time for prospects seen by the founding fathers of the nation to materialize. She made this known when the wives of the ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria paid her a congratulatory visit in her office at the State House, Abuja. The First Lady pointed out that women have a critical role in bringing healing to the nation, hence the Renewed Hope initiative reaching out to displaced people of Mongu in Plateau State. Kike Lomo Okere brings us details.
Nigerian First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu highlights some of the achievements of the initiative within the first 100 days of President Bola Tinubu's administration, saying Nigeria is more important than any party or any political affiliation. She therefore urged the wives of the ministers to continue to support their husbands and make them proud at all times.
These are the people we want to, reach out to and also try to see how we can also help families, and that's why Renewed Hope initiative encompasses agriculture, education, health, economic empowerment, and social investment. We thank God that the first 100 days of office of President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, led administration has yielded so much. We've been able to cover so much, even from just outreaches. And I think that's what is more important. When we build lives, we're actually building our nation. So because if every life is happy, they will be able to contribute meaningfully.
In her remarks, the leader of the team and wife of the Minister of Petroleum appealed to the First Lady to have their forum participate in the Renewed Hope initiative through capacity utilization, while pledging to continue to support Renewed Hope agenda for Nigeria.
We are here today as wives of the Federal Ministers to say a big thank you to Your Excellency, wife of Mr. President, for the supporting role you played beside our dear President Ahmed Tinubu in the quest to engage capable hands to constitute the present Federal Executive Council, for which our dear respective husbands are directly beneficiaries. Your Excellency, Ma, this event today gives us opportunity to pledge our loyalty to you and to identify with your pet project. We wish to emphasize that your cool, calm, and noiseless disposition in handling state matters has greatly endeared you to us in this forum and indeed to all Nigerian women.
They also congratulated His Excellency President Bola Tinubu and the First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu for the victory at the Presidential Election Tribunal. Kike Lomo Okere, Global Television News, Abuja.
Department of State Service DSS says its attention has been drawn to an incident that occurred on Thursday between its staff and a mob at the Garki Market, Abuja. The service said information at its disposal was that its FCT command responded to an SOS from their field operatives who allegedly came under a mob attack at the said market. The service said it has therefore commenced an investigation into the matter, assuring the public that details of the inquiries will be communicated at an appropriate time. It promised that it has not hesitated to dispense proper disciplinary measures to its staff if found flaunting standard operating procedures in dealing with members of the public. Ahead of the November 11 gubernatorial election in Bayelsa, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has promised that the Bimodal Voters Accreditation System, also called the BVAS, will be used for the accreditation of voters and transmission of results. Fauzia Lukman reports that the new Resident Electoral Commissioner, REC, Obo Efwanga, made this known while stating that the commissioning's plan for the upcoming election at the press briefing held at the Professor Mahmoud Yakubu Media Center in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State capital. The newly resident electoral commissioner INEC Bayelsa has underscored the crucial importance of voting in determining the outcome of the forthcoming gubernatorial election. In his address at a press briefing in Yunugwa, he emphasized that INEC will interfere in order to assist any candidate.
The only way anybody will can win election conducted by us is for the person to get voters to vote for them. Every vote will count. We will ensure that the personnel we send to the field are adequately qualified and knowledgeable about the processes of the election. We will not interfere in any way to aid or assist anyone. Also to mention that on Monday, the 11th of this month, we will allow voters who have not collected their voters' cards an opportunity to do that, and it will last for 1 month.
Resident Electoral Commissioner assured members of the public that INEC is committed to ensuring that only qualified and knowledgeable personnel will be deployed to oversee the electoral process. To this end, he announced that INEC has opened its portal for potential ad hoc staff recruitment.
I had meetings with the Commissioner of Police in the state today. I also met with the State Director of the DSS. In the days ahead, I'll be meeting with other security agencies, and we'll soon have a meeting of the ICES, the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. Some trainings have started, and the trainings will continue. We have opened the portal for potential ad hoc staff to register so that they can be recruited.
Regarding security concerns, he disclosed that meeting had already been held with relevant security agency to ensure adequate protection for voters and officials throughout the election period. Fauziya Lukman, Global Television. Governor Akeredolu of the Ondo State resumes office after 3-month medical leave. The governor, who returned from medical treatment in Germany on Thursday, has notified the State House of Assembly of his resumption of duty after being abroad for 3 months on medical leave. Receiving a letter from the governor on Friday, the Speaker of House, Olamide Oladiji, said it was in line with Section 190, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended. According to the letter, which was received during the parliamentary meeting of the House of Governors, resumed duty on Friday, 8th of September 2023. Oladiji, who expressed appreciation to God for bringing the governor back home hale and hearty, said the entire people of the state were glad to see him back in office. The Nigerian Communication Commission has said it will prosecute telemarketers who illegally access the telephone numbers of telecom subscribers for commercial activities and gains. It noted that the claims that the telemarketers obtained telecom consumers' phone number from the commission was false. The NCC disclosed this in a public notice titled Unauthorized Use of Telecom Subscribers' Phone Numbers and Other Personal Information by Telemarketers, signed by the Executive Vice Chairman, NCC, Professor Umar Rambata. The Commission explained that it fully abides by the principles and rules guiding the protection of privacy for consumers and telecommunication services, and no service provider or telemarketer is authorized to invade, harvest, or use subscribers' data in any form of guise without the express approval of the consumer except otherwise provided by the law. The Acting Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, says his administration will not rest on its oars until the menacing of smuggling is significantly suppressed in Nigeria. The CGC made this known when he visited the Federal Operation Unit Zone B in Kaduna State as part of his official working tours to the custom formations in the country. He charged them to exacerbate the businesses of smugglers through intensifying border patrol and confiscating of unlawful items that will lead to the success of generating revenue for the Nigerian government. Speaking at the event, the Comptroller Federal Operation Unit Zone B Controller Musa Ibrahim Jallo briefed the AGCGC on the level of the unit's success in generating revenue. According to him, The customs community relationship in unit is already paying good result as they recently recovered 2,500,636,150 in revenue, which he said was achieved due to the commitment of the officers at the unit. The Commissioner of Police of the Federal Capital Territory Command, CP Haruna Garba, has assured residents of the command's unwavering commitment to the protection of their life and property in the FCT. The CP made this known while parading several criminal suspects, including armed robbers, kidnappers, and vandals. Kike Lomo Okiri has the rest of the story.
While reading out some of the cases, the Commissioner of Police explained that on the 1st of September 2023, at about 15 hours, operative attached to Durumi Police Division, acting on actionable intelligence trade and arrested one Nuhu Zaria, who specialized in snatching GSM phones from innocent commuters. After snatching phones, he removed the SIM card and sells the phone, then hand over the SIM card to his girlfriend, one Bumi Samuel. The girlfriend on her part make withdrawal of all monies from the accounts that are linked to the SIM card. The police operative have so far recovered 76 SIM cards, 2 OPay ATM cards, and a golden wristwatch from the suspect. The suspect, however, confessed to the crime which they are accused of.
When they are shouting passenger in the main road, we say beggar or Nyanya Maraba, we say or Maraba Nyanya. In the presence of the entire car, and I pick your phone. And I pick the phone, and I pick the phone, and I pick the phone, I came out and give to someone else. The person's name is Kumar Khalid. So when I give him the phone, now give me the crack, now I smoke. That's what I used to do. Then this woman that she on my right side, she said, get past me, and I don't know anything about the SIM or anything, and I used to give her the SIM. She used to buy cars from the net. When she buy the car from the net, she now sell it to Naira, then give her anything. The car which she used to buy for Zenith, nearly past 3,000 Naira.
The phone, they give me the SIM, then I insert it on the small phone. There's a general code I press. It brings out all the list of the bank in the SIM.
What's
the code? Star 425.
Okay. So whichever, does it work with specific SIM cards?
Yes,
just
any of the bank, any of the SIM. As long as there's a bank registered to that line, it will bring it out. So then we recharge. When we recharge, and we get the balance of the person. If it's above 20,000, we can open mobile wallet, then we transfer the fund there. Sorry. So that is how I operate.
Also, the FCT Police Command, in its swift operation between 30th and 31st of August 2023, impounded 6 vehicles bearing both foreign and local plate numbers. The modus operandi of this driver is that they use the vehicle to convey unsuspecting passengers, and midway to their destination, they dispose them of their handsets and other valuables. The moment they carry out this criminal act to avoid being traced or linked to the crime, they quickly remove the Nigerian plate number. The suspects also confessed to the crime they were accused of.
Actually, me as a also dealer, if you show me the custom duty, I'm okay by me. But if you say plan number there, I can ask the paper. But actually, there is no any plan number in the car. You brought the car, where the custom duty of this car? I said, I don't have money. So from there, my end ended. So you contact with the person for Abuja here, they discuss the business enter 9.5. If you brought the car, they will settle me. So no problem. So that's all.
So the person who brought the car to you,
yes,
where is he now?
In River State.
Have you been able to contact him to tell him your situation?
No, I didn't tell him anything where he's going. Anything happened from yesterday to now, I never tell him what he's doing. But also, it's my customer. I'm changing dollar.
And what they do mostly in the night is that when they pick and unsuspecting passengers, as they get away almost midway to the destination or to a lonely place where there are no lighting or an obscure place, they rob the unsuspecting passengers and drop them. But the moment they leave that place, they will remove the number that is superimposed, that's Nigerian numbers, plate numbers. They will remove it and then leave the foreign plate number, so as to dissuade the security agencies from getting to them and arresting them.
The Commissioner of Police, however, assures residents of the Federal Capital Territory of the command's unwavering commitment to the noble goal of protecting lives and property of the FCT residents, saying the suspect will be charged to court at the conclusion of investigation. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News, Abuja.
You're watching Global TV News Express, coming to you from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We are on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. When midday news return, powerful 6.8 magnitude earthquake causes damage across Morocco. We'll tell you about this and more stories right after the break. Please don't go away. Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is Global Television bringing you live broadcast from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. The federal government has ordered power distribution companies to deploy customer engagement platform within the next 3 months, beginning from September 1st of 2023. The directive meant the SCO must install the facilities before January 2024. It gave the order through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission and explained that the directive became vital due to the failure of DISCOS in resolving the compliance of power users. The directive was contained in a document from NERC titled Order on Deployment of Customer Engagement Platforms. The United States government, through the Agency of International Development, USAID, has facilitated $205 million in debt and equity investments for Nigerian agribusinesses in the past 5 years. The agency disclosed this on Tuesday in a statement announcing that USAID funded West African Trade and Investment Hub workshop themed Leveraging Private Sector Engagement to Promote Sustainable Impact that began on Wednesday. According to the agency, the 2-day event will highlight the Trade Hub's effort to expand trade and investment opportunities and improve livelihood and communities in West Africa. It stated that Nigeria, with its untapped pool of labor, has vast potential for economic growth, stating that there is an opportunity for the country to become a dominant exporter and hub for the West African region and Africa. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, has commenced an investigation into a serious incident involving an Embraer ERJ-145 belonging to the United Nigerian Airlines. The Bureau noted that the incident, which occurred around 6:33 p.m. on September 8, 2023, had 51 passengers and 4 crew members on board. The aircraft skidded off the runway at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, on Friday evening while trying to land during the downpour of Friday night. In a statement by the head of corporate communications of the airlines, Achilles Chudu Uchugwe, the flight had successfully operated and landed at its destination, having arrived from the Sam Mbekwe International Cargo Airport in Owerri. However, upon touching down in the downpour, the plane's tire lost grip on the wet surface, causing it to skid off the runway. According to a statement on Saturday morning by the NSIB General Manager, Public Affairs, Tunji Oketumbi, signed by the Director, Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, James Odaudu, the aircraft upon landing skidded off the runway of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos. A strong earthquake of magnitude 6.8 has struck central Morocco, killing at least 1,037 people, while 1,204 people were injured, of whom 721 are in critical condition, and causing damage in several places. The epicenter was in High Atlas Mountain, 71 kilometers, 44 miles southwest of the Marrakesh, at a depth of 18.5 kilometers. It struck at about 11 past 11 local time, followed by a 4.9 aftershock 90 minutes later. Fauziya Lukman compiles the story. People died in Marrakesh and several areas to the south. The country's interior minister said many of the victims are believed to be in remote areas, adding that the earthquake killed people in the provinces and the municipalities of the Al Harouza, Marrakesh, Ouarzazate, Azilal, Shishawa and Taraudant, that more than 1,204 people have been injured. Many people spent the night out in the open as the Moroccan government had warned them not to go back to their houses in case of severe aftershocks. Hospitals in Marrakesh have seen an influx of injured people, and the authorities have called on residents to donate blood. There are also reports of families trapped under the rubble of their homes in the city and damage to parts of Medina, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Well, that's it on Global TV News Express from Abuja Live. We are on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. On behalf of the production, I am Fauziya Lukman, thanking you so very much for watching. Do have a great day.